Hello guys, it's Super YouTube Guy, and today this is our third attempt. Let's hope we don't do that F stuff, the F-bomb. Well, anyway, let's get on to the video. Be prepared for a very long video. Be prepared for a long video. Be prepared for a long video. Why? Because it's going to be a long video and there's going to be a lot to cover. For those of you who do not know, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the reboot that Nickelodeon is making. Let's make sure this...
Speech on. Stop recording. But speech off.
Yep, it's recording. So we're going to stand up here and we're going to pull out a lot of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episodes and stuff. We're going to pull out all of this information so that you guys will not have to see it in a very, very long amount of time since the show has already started. We'll get to that within about 20 minutes or so, I don't know. But before we go on, credit goes to... It goes to the old Turtle Den and Leonardo 2003 because they give out a whole bunch of information. We're not going to be talking about the episodes though. We're only going to be talking about the main information. So basically here it is. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had voice casting. Ben Schwartz as Leonardo. Josh Brenner as Donatello, Omar Miller as Raphael, Brandon Michael Smith as Michelangelo, Kat Graham as April O'Neil, Eric Baza as Splinter, and John Cena as Baron Draxum. See, I kind of put my own twist on it. Baron Draxum. Okay, whatever, Baron Draxum. That's how it is. No Shredder yet. But we are going to get to something very surprising that you guys might not have heard of on my original channel. My original channel is now going to be called Electronic Gamers. I'm an electronic gamer. And yeah, so here we go. Those were the main voice cast characters. Now let's go over the bios and the weapons. Leonardo has an Adachi sword and is the self-proclaimed coolest brother, who is also called the Trickster. Donatello has the Tech Bro staff and is known as the Tech Whiz. Raphael is the leader and wields twin tonfas. Michelangelo wields a Kusari Fundo and he's the wild card. Splinter is the Chill Master. He wields a cane. Or he walks with it. I'm not sure. April wields a baseball bat. Now, what happened to Casey? I don't know if he's even going to be in the series. Baron Draxum? Not really. He's Mega Mutants. April is the street smart best friend. And Splinter is the Chill Master. Yeah. Full Lieutenant. I don't think we'll be getting any origami foot soldier action figures. I think we'll just be getting the foot soldier. I mean, maybe foot soldiers. I don't know. But let's just talk about the toys next, since I just talked about action figures. The accessories that the toys will have. I just know this based off of a video that I heard about in February. Excuse me if I mispronounce stuff. But yeah, in February, Playmates was at the New York Toy Fair, and they showed off the toys for the new show. Leonardo, who has a basic sword and the Adachi sword. The basic Adachi sword, and then I think it was the other, the Mystic sword. And then he has 2 shurikens or throwing stars. And then he has a skateboard. And then there's the basic figure himself. So maybe we could have the scabbard on his back with the 2 swords crossed. Maybe that will be it. But who knows? Donatello will have the tech bow, a jetpack, 2 ninja stars, and I believe that is it. Raphael will have 2 things on him, like 2 things that go on his wrist, and Tumphus, and not only that, he would have the 2 ninja stars, and then the figure itself, and then Michelangelo would have a skateboard, Kazai Fundo, 2 ninja stars, and then the figure itself. April would probably have the baseball bat and the cat, or the mutant that she now owns as a pet. Splinter probably has a cane, if I'm not mistaken, because, yeah. There's no other time where I'm going to compare the accessories of the new Turtles to the accessories to the old Turtles of 2012. Because Leonardo, back then, had a bunch of swords, about 8 to be exact. 2 regular, 1 large, and 2 smaller ones. Well, actually 7, not 8. 7 different blades. That's because it's like King of the Katanas or whatever. Donatello had 3 different bow staffs. 1 regular, 1 with a blade, and 1 that looked like a huge nunchuck or something. And then the 2 ninja stars. And Raphael had a bunch of style-like weapons. You see, the turtle figures were all about having a bunch of different versions of their weapons. Like Leonardo had a bunch of different blades. Donatello had a bunch of different bow staffs. Raphael had a bunch of different versions of his style or something. Michelangelo had the main nunchucks, and then almost like a Kusai Fundo, but it had a blade. And it didn't actually have a handle. It had a small handle at the beginning, but then it had a huge chain, and then it had a handle. It felt like an axe on the end of a chain. And then it had 4 ninja stars. It brought a bunch of weapons. Splinter had a cane. Shredder. Well, there's not really anything you could say about Shredder. But yeah, just wanted to compare. Oh, by the way, did I ever mention that Splinter had his tail unassembled to his body? Seriously, it was one of the things you had to put on him. I hope this series doesn't have that problem, because I thought it was broken for a second, seriously. But let's get back to the rest of the TMNT. Okay, let's just talk about the different species. Leonardo is I was about to say a soft cell, but a red-eared slider, they've always been portrayed as. they've always been portrayed as Radio Sliders. Now Donatello is going to be a stuffed shell turtle. Raphael is going to be the snapping turtle. Michelangelo is going to be the box turtle. Now, snapping turtles have jagged shells. Donatello is a soft shell, hence his name. I don't know how it's going to be with the toy, but if the toy has rubber on the, like, where the shell is, to simulate it being soft, or, like, brittle or something, then, yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. I mean, Slash, who was originally Spike in the 2012 series, was a snapping turtle, but he won't. Raphael will not look like that. I don't think. Because Slash had 3 toes. Although maybe it'll look like Slash, but with 2 toes. I don't know. Of course it would have, like, slots in the back. But I don't know, we'll have to wait until October 1st. And that's one thing I wanted to tell you, is that the toys will not be out until October 1st. Now that's kind of sad for me because, well, it's a long way to wait. It's like a little over 2 months away, and who wouldn't want to get them sooner? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's like a bunch of different, like, action figures that we're going to get throughout the series. And yet, well, here's the thing. This show has 11-minute episodes, but the first episode was 22 minutes. Now, that makes me wonder, are they going to do a part 1 and part 2 for the first episode? Or are they just going to leave it for 22 minutes? Like the premiere. Now that's what I'm wondering. Because the rest of the episodes are just 11 minutes. Which leaves the question. On Wikipedia it says 26 and in parentheses 52 segments. Are they going to leave it as 52 or are they going to make it 51 due to the 22-minute first episode? Yeah. The episodes, they could be a lot longer, but I could see why they wanted 11-minute episodes. Because, like, you can get a lot more episodes in. I mean, by the time season 2 comes out, it'll be a complete 102 episodes or whatever. And let me tell you about that. Just as the series premiere has aired on July 20th, about, let's see, 7 days later, they confirmed the season 2. Really? I mean, I'm not mad about that. I'm just saying, really? I didn't know that. I mean, sorry, Roger, the TMNT fans that hate it. I mean, sorry, Roger, the TMNT haters, but you're in bad luck. I'm sorry. They actually have a second season confirmed, and yet the first episode is aired as a sneak peek. Really? That is hard to believe. That's kind of hard to swallow. Like, seriously, that is kind of hard to swallow. Seriously. More about Splinter is that he doesn't actually remember his son's names. And he's always sitting on the couch listening to Japanese cartoons or something, drinking milk, eating cake, passing out, not really training the turtles into bear interaction has been discovered. And seriously, the first episode, I'm actually going to talk about this one time, and I'm actually probably going to do a review on that episode, the first one. I'm just going to pull out some things about the first 5 episodes that came out. And yes, you heard me right, 5 episodes. They've been out for a few days. I watched them all completely. Now, the first episode, I gotta say that jumping in to where the turtles meet, to where the turtles are with April already, come on, you could have just given us a backstory instead of just jumping in and I guess hoping that people know that the turtles met April somehow. You can't just let people suspect that April met the turtles by something else, I don't know, but whatever. So, if you're not a Turtles fan, don't watch this video. Oh geez. About this. Now I'm going to talk about the second episode. How Leonardo expressed his leadership in that episode. It was like, come on. It makes people forget, oh, Raph is the leader, not Leonardo. But he's showing his leader traits. Traits of being a leader. In the third episode, well, Donnie's Gift is the name of it, but we don't know that much about it. The actual third episode that actually came out was War and Pizza, where April was trying, the turtles were trying to save her job. And the second episode was Newsworthy, or Part B, because it was 11 minutes, was about them meeting Warren Stone and Hypnopotamus, I think. And the final one that came out was Reaper Mantis. That was when Donatello and Michelangelo were trying to get a movie prop vehicle, and they had to rebuild someone's RV, and the guy's name was Todd, and Todd did not like that, and he cried whenever the turtles said that they were going to take his RV. But then Donatello says, well, why don't we build you a new place for your dogs and you? So Donatello and Michelangelo built them up, according to one of the viewers on one of the episodes. On that particular episode, a funhouse was built, and then they actually had the vehicle after they heard that the man was cheating on them, on the mutant in this case. Yeah. So the fact about Raphael being huge and chunky, it's not really my style, but why not? Change is sometimes good, and I believe that's it. Except for the fact that I don't know when they get their van, or maybe the RV is their van. I just don't know. Ugh. Well guys, that about wraps up this video, folks. I am kind of sorry that the video didn't take long, but whatever. Well, we're done. Goodbye.